We are still here with the authors of the new book, Your Time to Thrive and Burnout, Increase Well-Being, and Unlock Your Full Potential with the new Science of Microsteps. Arianna Huffington and Marina Khidekel.
Yes, we're so excited to have the both of you here. Now, you both have been super vocal about how women particularly have been hit hard in the workforce during the pandemic. How so?
Well, it has really been a very hard time, especially for working mothers. Over 2 million women have left the workplace since the beginning of the pandemic. That is really catastrophic when you realize what it means in terms of progress for women in the workplace. So, of course, there is an enormous amount that workplaces have to do differently, and that governments have to do differently. But in the meantime, there are also things that women can do differently. Just to know that taking a few minutes for themselves is not self-indulgent. It's not a luxury. We talk in the book about what they tell us on airplanes. Put your own oxygen mask on first before you help everyone else. And that makes us more effective at everything we're doing.
Now, Marina, what can businesses do to protect their female employees during this time?
I mean, they can normalize the idea that you don't have to be on 24/7, especially as most of us are working from home, many of us are working from home. It's so key to know that your workplace supports you logging off, you unplugging and recharging, because none of us make our best decisions. None of us do our best work when we're tired and stressed and frazzled. So that's one thing, is really just normalizing the idea that you will be offline, even if you can't physically go travel right now.
Great.
Absolutely. Arianna, you have changed my life in a major way. I'll never forget the one time that I was thankful you had me over for dinner. And I asked you, Arianna, how do I do all these things that I have when it comes to wanting to start businesses and wanting to change in my, things in my community and be impactful? And you looked at me and you said, how much are you sleeping? Where's your phone when you're sleeping? Are you meditating? And Arianna, I'm telling you taught me the art of being mindful. You taught me how to be mindful about all the things that I do in my life instead of just doing it like a robot, and it's changed my life. So the one thing I want to ask you is your book, when it comes to teaching about how sleep can be a sense of self-care. How can sleep, a good night's sleep, impact our everyday?
Well, thank you so much, Jeannie. I'm missing you in person. I hope soon. Sleep can change everything because it's the foundation of our immune system. And we need, of course, that now more than ever. But it's also what makes us sharper and more creative. It's the only time when truly we clean up all the toxins that accumulate during the day in our brain. So if we want to be more creative and more productive, we need to prioritize our sleep. We call it in the book the productivity paradox. You might think that being on 24/7 makes you more productive, but far from it. That's not where our best ideas come from, and that's not also where our joy comes from. And I know, being much older than all of you, that it's not enough for me now to just be productive and effective. I also want to enjoy my life. Because, life is so fragile and so full of uncertainty. So remembering what we are grateful for and what we love is also key, not just what are we accomplishing.
Arianna, Marina, this was such great advice. Thank you both for being here today. What a great, great conversation. You can get their new book, Your Time to Thrive and Burnout, Increase Well-Being, and Unlock Your Full Potential with the new Science of Microsteps now wherever books are sold.